Hey y'all, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's not morning, but for today's devotion, I read Genesis chapter 18, the rest of chapter 18, so verses 19 through 33. And this is where God is kind of letting Abraham in on what he's about to do and how he's about to judge the city of Sodom for their wickedness. And Abraham is really like, what in the world? What is going on? Are you really going to destroy this whole city, including the people who are living righteously? And he's like going back and forth with God. He's like, God, what if there's 50 people who are living righteous? Are you still going to destroy the city? And God's like, if I find 50 righteous people, nah, I won't destroy. And then he's like, what about 45? And God is like, nope. 40? Nope. 30? Nope. God, what if there's only 10? Will you still destroy? And God is like, if I find 10 people, I will spare everyone for those 10 people. And here I think we really see how Abraham was genuinely worried for the people of Sodom, and specifically the people who were living how they were supposed to live. And he didn't want them to be destroyed on account of those who chose to live wickedly, those who chose to live in sin. So he was moved by his care for these people to go to God and to ask God to spare them. And I think we have to understand that sometimes God will let us into certain situations and he'll make us aware of things that are going on. And those things that we see, those things that we're paying attention to, those things that get our emotions involved could serve as great fuel for what God has called us to do. God was showing Abraham about justice, about the fact that for sin there is consequences, and a sinful world, those consequences may end up affecting the lives of others. So it's like Abraham being so involved in this situation, he's getting this fuel that he needs to really make sure he's teaching people how to live righteously. He's teaching people the importance of following the ways of the Lord, or else like there could be some destruction waiting for you, right? It's like his involvement in the behind the scenes of what God is about to do and how he's about to judge Sodom gives him this fuel, this fire, this ammunition to be able to live out his calling and his purpose with more and greater fervor, with a greater urgency, to make sure that he's teaching people to follow the ways of the Lord, so that his own people, those he knows, does not have to suffer the same fate, or do not have to suffer the same fate as the people in the city of Sodom, and we'll see in the city of Gomorrah as well. And I'm wondering, like, what has God made us aware of? What does God call our heart, our attention to, that is an opportunity for us to have greater fuel, greater fire, greater ammunition to live out our purpose with greater urgency, with greater intentionality, with greater fervor, and then to allow ourselves to recognize what those situations are, and then allow them to give us the motivation we need to be more intentional about living and executing, fulfilling the promise and the purpose that God has placed on our lives. God is not calling our hearts to things for nothing. He's not making us emotional about things for no reason, but we have to allow our emotion to lead us to him, and then to lead us to do what he is calling us to do. Well, you guys have a great day, have a great weekend, and see y'all on Monday. Bye.